What do you see as some immediate things that some of these highly regulated industries you mentioned need to take into account when making investments in AI?
Yeah, no, it's a great point. I mean, AI is amazing, and we've seen it evolve beyond, I think, what anyone imagined over the last couple of years. It's kind of taken stage beyond. I feel like AI has been around, obviously, for like 30, 40 years in some sense of the word, but it's never really found application that's really valuable until now. And for, kind of what we're doing, there's a few different layers, I would say. It's kind of like a layer cake. And as you split out the stack from a product perspective, everything that you need to do, whether it's decision making on the brand or the imagery or the actual taglines, etc., disclaimers, you can't expect AI just yet to be able to go from A to Z and solve all of those situations and all of the complexity of that. I think we'll get there as we customize these AIs and we fine tune them and we train them in a very specialized way for some of these situations. But what you can do right now is solve, very specific points in that journey. And some of the areas that we're using it, for example, is if you think of GenAI from an image content creation standpoint, you think of Midjourney, Stable Diffusion, some of those models. What they do well is they can create landscapes, they can create content that's relatively abstract, as in it doesn't have any, specifics to the brand or specifics to humans, or showing something that sometimes is a little bit in the gray area, but it's still incredibly valuable to get that kind of content creation. You can present your brand and your messaging with a little bit more context to the customer and a little bit more personalized. So that's one area. Another area is, we use AI systems a lot for, another validation check. And that's where we're testing a lot of the systems, where it's not necessarily generating net new content for you. It's just validating that the content that was created checks off a number of these boxes. And I think that's another area, which is really a test and eval, that AI can do a really good job. And you still have humans in the loop. You still have a lot of the source work that's happening in a relatively scalable way using the systems that people are a little bit more comfortable with and a little bit more predictable. But then you have another layer of kind of evaluation that's happening on top.